0 hours 0 minutes 9 seconds. Considering where to start the life story, it must be said that it will be held in a small hospital room in Jupiter Medical Center at midnight on August 3, 2000. 29 seconds is the third kid. But I think I'm around you. 0 hours 0 minutes 38 seconds. 0 hours 0 minutes 38 seconds. All the little detailed times my mom remembers my sister is my first child, but she doesn't remember anyone else. Either way, this isn't a problem, so I don't think she'll always remember telling me because she's at her alma mater. It was 0 hours 1 minute 2 seconds. 0 hours 1 minute 2 seconds. 1 Street grade elementary school. We played Thanksgiving once and auditioned. I don't think everyone had to audition, and I certainly didn't do it for one of the leg rolls. 0 hours 1 minute 22 seconds. Laughing student. 0 hours 1 minute 23 seconds. Stage and fun sounds. I think I went to different schools for 2nd and 3rd grades. 0 hours 1 minute 31 seconds. Timber race. 0 hours 1 minute 31 seconds. My mother taught my mother, capital I, was my teacher for a year, riding the only bike to school. And she moved to a better place without me. I had to be a year late. 0 hours 1 minute 43 seconds. 0 hours 1 minute 43 seconds. 0 hours 1 minute 46 seconds by myself, but then 0 hours 1 minute 49 seconds I returned to Timber. 0 hours 1 minute 51 seconds. Track. 0 hours 1 minute 51 seconds. There are more. I have friends and I think it's probably close to the only house I remember. Montecito's house was from 0 hours 2 minutes and 1 second. The townhome had a big lake. There was an apartment at the edge of the house, and we were right next door. I remember this forest was really big and very beautiful. I went everywhere without telling my parents that I wasn't doing anything, just pretending to be attending a survival show. Taylor often hangs out with friends and they're from 0 hours 2 minutes 34 seconds. I've definitely helped her put our sofa out there for a photo shoot a couple of times, and 0 hours 2 minutes 40 seconds, and that's probably where everything started for me and my interests. In the case of the photo, it's definitely by Taylor. 0 hours 2 minutes 50 seconds. Crazy about the food in the book. I know I remember when I lay down on a tree or the ground and wasn't tied to something like a chain of rocks. When the elf cut down the forest behind my house, I was alive and dead. I lived there no matter what. So to prevent them from cutting down the forest. 0 hours 3 minutes 11 seconds. I remember me mother. I was 0 hours 3 minutes 13 seconds. 0 hours 3 minutes 14 seconds. I found him going out of the door with his rope in his hand, because I went and tied it to such a tree and said it would stop for 0 hours and 3 minutes. 21 seconds. She was so angry. 0 hours 3 minutes 24 seconds. She kept telling me that I would be killed, so I went in, packed up, ate and tried to escape from the balcony. 0 hours 3 minutes and 32 seconds. I really think so. I did a few stupid things. 0 hours 3 minutes 38 seconds. I can't help. 0 hours 3 minutes 39 seconds. I'm crazy about books, romantic, and I wanted life nothing. But I really remember not. 0 hours 3 minutes 55 seconds. I went to the movie theater on my birthday and remember when I met a girl in class and I asked her if she wanted vinyl. 0 hours 4 minutes 5 seconds in front of my mother. Then I had a lot of problems during 0 hours 4 minutes 7 seconds. We shouldn't have planned in front of anyone who was thinking of inviting. 0 hours 4 minutes 15. 1 seconds. I was thinking the best way to get my mother to say yes to the floor. 0 hours 4 minutes 22 seconds. My God, I went to other places I remember as a kid. I remember the name. I remember we went there all the time and they had the best of the best gelato and what was also called the Italian gelato, and it was a drive-through window, and I remember going a lot with my grandma. That means you got a great Italian gelato, like $2 driven from Ideo, was very good. 0 hours 4 minutes 15. What happened there? 1 hour 4 minutes 58 seconds. I always took them myself and remember it was so bad. 0 hours 5 minutes 5 seconds, but it was so good. 0 hours 5 minutes 10 seconds is still the same once you get the snow corn. Basically take the cherry cotton candy and the tiger blood and mix the gods. 0 hours 5 minutes 19 seconds. I hate it. It's so good, why I like it so much I can't remember. 0 hours 5 minutes and 29 seconds a lot. Then we go to the baseball stadium. I remember going to my god, and my dad was still working there when Roger Dean forgot he was working there. 0 hours 5 minutes 39 seconds. It became like this for a long time. My dad worked in the Marlins, but we are always at Roger Dean Stadium. Did 0 hours 5 minutes 46 seconds. I was just wandering around in the changing room of the dining room, running around the fields. I don't remember in particular, but listen to age. One day from my mother and dad, I was in the cafeteria, and the VY coffee shop was like a weird 80s restaurant or TV in the corner of the room. We're always playing some sports games at that time. 0 hours 6 minutes 14 seconds, and it was all like teal and white tiles, tier booth, Marlin. And one day I was there eating a hot dog and I choked on it by starting to suffocate. 0 hours 6 minutes 48 seconds, and someone, of course, they had to give me like hemorrhage. We were half of 0 hours 6 minutes 44 seconds. I remembered he had a hot dog on his face while I was there for a while, and they had to call my dad and he had to come during the race. I don't know. 0 hours 6 minutes 51 seconds. Like other players, I don't think I'm embarrassed because I think I was 4 or 5 years old. But I love the story, so I hope you remember it. But he used to be a reality at Ka, or the Cheesecake Factory. He was like 9 years old. So it's even more embarrassing. He had to take FEMA as an operation and spend all these emotes in half realistic. But I remember listening to it many times and pretending to hear something I could imagine in my head. Going right next to elementary school and middle school, and like a neighbor right next to Timber Trace. I went to Duncan in 0 hours 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Everyone who goes to Timber Trace wins their 0 hours 7 minutes 41 seconds. I knew that I didn't have much experience in junior high school, where people often talk. It was pretty terrible where he heard them for type 4, but I don't remember anything in junior high school. So maybe that means it wasn't too bad. 0 hours 8 minutes 4 seconds. Yes, I think it wasn't too bad. 0 hours 8 minutes 9 seconds. I remember creating Facebook once. But she was attacked the moment her best friend took action and posted all these bad things about herself. So people get angry with me because she was my best friend, but she was definitely one of the most popular at school. Remember a day after school, many asked me why I said what happened between me and who. We thought we were best friends, and I was such a secret bitch and didn't even know what they were talking about. But yet I also have a problem with that. To create Facebook, I had to tell my mom that I had a dog. And it was the first time I went to Pandora with this girl and mom when I died like mom. So the story in 0 hours 9 minutes 1 second, it's done. My god, completely forgot this. Bathroom 0 hours 9 minutes 12 seconds. I don't remember if I talked to her again or met her again after remembering something else, I don't know. But since then, we still don't know what's going on. But I don't remember the time I went to this high school art show. 0 hours 9 minutes 29 seconds. I went to my friend's boyfriend art show and he finally got these. It was really hard to put everything together in a gallery. You knew outside of school, and it was like a big party. You know, a dream that everyone can have. And they were selling clothes, and I went with 0 hours 9 minutes 47 seconds. I went with 2. I went from high school with 2. First they stopped and they wanted to smoke before we entered. They were 0 hours. I didn't do that before. I knew 9 minutes 58 seconds. But for some reason I smoked with them, and then we went to an art show and fainted. I was wearing a suit and everyone told me that they saw my underwear. He said he was about to call an ambulance because I had been out for a long time. Knew I was probably super tall and short. 0 hours 10 minutes 20 seconds. My god, was very embarrassed. I forgot that story because I hate it. 0 hours 10 minutes 30 seconds. It's really embarrassing to make God laugh. It's a bit strange to think about it now. I crashed alone and have a wonderful display of about 10 minutes. 0 time 10 minutes 39 seconds. I think it's impressive. 0 hours 10 minutes 43 seconds. I remember it again in high school. I have a lot to remember now. I used to come to class until late in high school, but I didn't have a parking ticket because I couldn't afford it. So I parked at the opposite station and walked to measure the time. Wasn't good at it, but I arrived in class a few minutes late, and one day the teacher dragged me into the hallway and shouted for at least 10 minutes that I wasn't taking anything seriously. I was late for school and it was less than 0 hours 11 minutes 38 seconds, so I was mentally ill. But finally her voice calmed down and said that 11 minutes 47 seconds and a half was okay. This guy yelled at me for 10 minutes and then asked me if everything was okay at home, and I'm mentally ill because I'm coming to class 0 hours 12 minutes 0 seconds late every day, a few minutes late as an excuse until I mean he was right. I can't believe he said I forgot it in 0 hours 12 minutes 8 seconds. I always tell someone he was, it meant I was screaming that something was happening, but maybe it helped him to accomplish what I wanted to say in order to understand that I hate. And that class helped, so I don't think about high school anymore. Because I have 3 gears, 0 hours 12 minutes 26 seconds, 0 hours 12 minutes 30 seconds. I remember in another high school, Romeo and I have to do in my English class. Juliet and the teacher were a little this old lady because they weren't. She was a little stupid, but she was sweet, but she was so angry at certain things that she was so easily exploited. But I got this picture, the big picture of Romeo and Juliet. Took me about 2 weeks to do, and this girl came to her project. She wrote a song, and Taylor Swift's love story in front of the class. We knew the 3 lyrics of the song she had just written, and she got an A about it because my teacher didn't know what the song was, and she believed it. And she got a C in my picture because she didn't think it was so cool. 0 hours 13 minutes 24 seconds laughing at my god. 0 hours 13 minutes 28 seconds. It's a sad story, sounds like, but I love Eliza to laugh, so it's not really that interesting. I said my painting wasn't as good as Destiny's. Destiny was doing another person and was also painting in that class for the project. Yes, Destiny graduated from visual arts, so I wasn't sure. His painting would be better, but it was an English lesson. 0 hours 13 minutes 53 seconds. I should have sung, but now I can't do it unless I can remember what happened to Sherwood after 0 hours 40 minutes 6 seconds. I think she got sick, but I really don't remember any of the other courses I took. 0 hours 14 minutes 13 seconds. That is, I vaguely remember chemistry. 0 hours 14 minutes 17 seconds, but junior high school. 0 hours 14 minutes 22 seconds. I don't remember anything. I have to audition for Drafus. I have to audition for Drafus. 0 hours 14 minutes 29 seconds. I was very angry when he told me I was willing to try and fail probably. Oh, I liked the attention he gave me. Obviously. 0 hours 14 minutes 48 seconds. I didn't expect anything to happen in 0 hours 14 minutes 55 seconds, but in the end I can't even say what it is. I was always yelled at. 0 hours 15 minutes 4 seconds, a couple of minutes late, so it was worth it, but I made good friends. I don't think I remember who I met in high school or who I met in junior high school. It's 18 seconds. But I remember seeing Amanda in middle school and high school. I remember meeting other people in high school. I'm 0 hours 15 minutes old in 38 seconds, so I don't speak this way anymore. Age people always said I was very young in my class. 0 hours 15 minutes 44 seconds, but now when I think about it, no one talks about their age anymore. Sometimes for college juniors I feel like I'm still considered young. Now I'm in college, but I don't no one talks about her age anymore. I now about my age don't talk. I'm 20, but I remember wanting to have that super sweet 16th birthday party. 0 hours 16 minutes 12 seconds. My sister has one at Jersey Shore theme. We had a big party. I remember my dad Pat rolling downstairs as this giant shirtless guy was just staring at them and trying to do anything. Others were banned upstairs and I was obliged not to let him go out and ruin the Jersey Shore party. 0 hours 16 minutes 34 seconds, but I don't remember what I did. And in the case of 16th place, it wasn't like 0 hours 16 minutes 41 seconds. But none of the birthdays are Amber except once every 0 hours 16 minutes 49 seconds. I mean, I don't remember how old I was. Actually, this wasn't a birthday party either. But I remember my grandmother being bitten by a bee climbing a monkey bar at a pavilion in a park in the very old PGA National District. I was so painful and crying that I was so young that my mother's friend took the cigarette out of her mouth and put it on my arm right above the laugh. It hurt so much that I said it would disappear, but what he was really trying to do was that the tobacco ash would help relieve the bee's burns from the bee stings. But this laughing woman took off. I put the whole cigarette on my arm. 4. From my mouth 0 hours 17 minutes 53 seconds. I mean, I have no experience, I don't remember no scratches, I don't remember what happened after that 0 hours 18 minutes 0 seconds. I remember laughing the moment I left for a terrible pain. She wasn't wrong. 0 hours 18 minutes 8 seconds. I don't remember my birthday, knowing I quit the party after turning 5, so I don't think it's 0 hours 18. I'll be 21 next year, but next year 16 minutes 16 seconds. Dad will be hot, so I'll talk about my age. 0 hours 18 minutes 25 seconds. People house, nobody talks about their age anymore. 0 hours 18 minutes 30 seconds. A big inflatable slide like a water slide or something for her birthday party, and one of her friends had my best friend's sister. I remember playing in the pool. I was convinced that we were mermaids. But that's another story. She's in our house, trying to play the Xbox, and moving this old one like in 2009. So a huge thing like a 500-ton TV, and 2 codes came out, the bag, and I'm trying to connect a GameCube or something behind. And I'm pulling it out of the TV, saying it's so big that you basically have to take it out to get to it, and I put the record in 0 hours 19 minutes 20 seconds, and it fell. I'm sitting there staring at this guy because it was so heavy that I couldn't breathe. With my eyes help him talk, and she runs down the stairs, and it takes like my pee keep this TV away from my god with his other 2 friends. I can't imagine as if I don't remember it, because I always say it without doing it, but I've heard it enough and remember my mother. She told me how I died 4 years later. I don't remember anything at that time, but I remember hearing it many times at 0 hours 20 minutes 7 seconds. Masu. 20 minutes 12 seconds. I don't remember anything else. I don't remember anything else. I don't remember.